back into another Vivi set. This is going to be a good one.
Yeah, I'm really curious. Could be Joker, it could be Hero, it could be Lucario.
So Joko Kazuya sounds awful. Not like actually, it just sounds so stressful.
Yeah.
Probably perfectly fine matchup. There's always Joko's like the second or third best character in the game, depending on who you ask. But that sounds so incredibly stressful. You obviously will not be seeing Lucario. I imagine, yep, see Hero.
Small battlefield. I know this is a stage they both really like.
I would be surprised if we saw them swap off the stage here during this set. But yeah, Blues is going to be doing Blues things. And yeah, Accelerado, that is going to be, again, the part that's going to be the most important for Vivi. Not going to die to that just yet. Blues starting out the Dragon Uppercut a little bit early. What you would normally see there from him.
I believe Accelerado does make Hero a bit lighter. I wonder if, like, maybe Blues thought Accelerado's still online, this might kill, but I think it expired right then.
Yeah, I think it expired right before he got hit by the, whatever tilted was the combo there. But yeah, Accelerado is so big because then you can actually deal with, that's the one thing that Kazuya can sometimes struggle with, it's the speed. Electric Wind God Fizz doesn't look like it has lag, it has lag. And so when somebody's fast and they understand that, they can punish it very well.
Yeah, I feel like the layer 1 of game plans, the two things that work really well against Kazuya. One is speed to whiff punish, and the other is some sort of low-hitting move because of the lack of invul at the bottom. Because Kazuya is based off of, bridge right there. Because Kazuya is built off of how crushing works in Tekken, they put that in Smash by giving invul for body.
Yeah.
So if you can poke the lower body.
And you can poke that lower body, then he has to go start using other pokes, like back tilt where he kind of jumps over and kicks. Various moves like that. Or even though, I think that was the reflector kick there, which is also a big one that kind of jumps forward a little bit and kicks over. But it's a completely different game plan once you get to that level too. But Blues is, not throwing out the fail there from Vivi. Blues has been making this hold. He's been kind of getting these confirms, getting the damage, and Vivi hasn't been able to kill. Not going to be able to get a kill there.
And it is just game 1, I'm sure. Vivi's taking this off. So many more games to be played.
We're back into a best of 5 territory. This is for loser gets 5th, I believe. So yeah, makes sense that like this is just game 1. You just played a very different matchup.
Yeah, definitely.
So it'll be interesting to kind of see what the adaptations are going forward. Again, yeah, we're not going to see much stage diversity. This is New York. Welcome to small battlefield. That is all we play on here.
So playing with the skin swap here on the here.
You go to Goku? Yeah, they went to Goku. And so yeah, going right into this. Pulling Scissor, right into the menu over and over again, forcing Blues to approach right away, because otherwise you're going to farm up those buffs and you're going to start beating them up.
Immediately, Vivi really slowing down the pace of the game. Might be because Accelerado isn't up yet, but really just using the menu, canceling it, showing like, hey, I got these horizontal spells, you've got to do something.
And very risky shot of Fang there. I mean, I guess Vivi had the time to put up shield if it got reflected, but that was a full stage Bang. Had Blues wanted to. That reflector was a 2.1 times multiplier, I believe it is, and you might die here. Great DI there from Vivi. Understanding that Blues can't hit completely out over there, and DI, I believe that was out and up.
Out and up, yeah.
Yeah, making it very hard. Not getting any Accelerado so far, and this game is so much slower than what we've been seeing with both of these players so far.
Uncharacteristic, that must be a misinput by Darkblues.
Was that the spinning back fist?
I think so, yeah. Or it was like a roll on the ground. It's not a move I've ever seen.
And yeah, getting...
Yeah, these mix-ups with that fizzle is doing something.
I almost like this base gameplay a little bit more from me. It is slowing it down and is making it hard for Kazuya to fight you. And that's what Kazuya wants. Kazuya wants to fight you. One of the best in the game when it comes to actually interacting. And so if you can slow it down like this, you can make it not only taxing for the Kazuya, who has to then find a way to slowly, bit by bit, take states away from you, but you can also make it so that you can kind of nickel and dime up to points that you can kill him. Great off, another one of those offstage up Bs though from Blues.
I think Vivi's recognizing, like, if you don't interact, you can't die. And with Hero, you do have these zoning tools with the horizontal spells, and you can still buff yourself up for the interaction.
Yeah, and then once you have Accelerator, just because you're fast, that doesn't mean you have to approach. Think Sonic, you can run away. You're even better at it once you get Accelerator, so very interesting to see this kind of like complete swap of the game plan between games here.
I liked in the interaction Vivi rolling toward the right side of the platform, knowing that whatever Darkblues does, you do have more space to DI it. Had Vivi rolled left, it would have been over.
And just generally, now Blues, but now with this slowed down pace, it seems that Blues is getting used to it, and so now what do you do? What do you change? Do you speed it up suddenly, see if you can catch him off guard? That doesn't always work, but sometimes. Great wait there with level 3 up B instead of the level 2, which would have also come back. This is scary for both of them, actually.
Yeah, I think Vivi is really playing this game of let me just space, you gotta swing first, but also try not to give it too much center stage whenever Darkblues is trying to close up.
And with Psych up on the field, Blues might die to certain moves. Not like a back air fail at the ledge might do it, and up tilt under the platform with Suspect DI would super do it without even Suspect DI. Now I think we'll just straight up kill with a, oh yeah.
And a shield break there as well.
Boom and Psych up, you can't be shielding almost ever. It will shadow pop your shield, and just interesting, you might die here to yep. Yep. That is such a scary duo.
Yeah, I don't know why they gave Kazuya like the most frightening animations ever, but also the insane kill power with the throws.
He do be a demon, he do be a god, and he do have a fist.
Yeah, they really put him in a children's game.
Right? They were like, you're with the church's children. But yeah, and I love this like change of pace suddenly. Like that went from, but now, yeah, that's scary, and yeah, Vivi's going to slow it back down. Had picked up the pace very quickly though for a second, just to get that 60%. Recognized that the situation had changed, he didn't have advantage anymore, and then automatically reset the situation.
That being said, although the damage is racked up now, taking Kazuya over 100, this is not a spot you want to be in.
Yeah.
One Rage Drive will kill you at this point.
Exactly, unless you can get rid of it. You have Psych up on the field, and they get oomph. They can get oomph. You can see a repeat of last stock, but Dale's not going to do it just yet. They got Accelerator here.
One or two more pokes might put Rage Drive off as well.
The next one will do it.
Or the time, actually.
Time, really good kind of camping it out. Sometimes I forget that is a thing. Nice fail, catching the jump out of shield. That was such a good pace, especially for those of you who don't watch a lot of BrookLAN. That's not a pace you would expect of Vivi Darkblues. That is a pace you would expect of Numbers Blues. Pace you would expect of maybe even a Fawn Blue depending on the day, maybe a Samsora Blue depending on the day. That is not the pace I would expect this kind of match. They play a lot, they know each other well. So it's very, very interesting to see that that's the adaptation that Vivi made. I'm going to slow this down, and I'm going to use my character that is, here's what, top 3 at not interacting with you. Up there with the likes of Steve, Pac-Man. Like, he has that ability to just not interact, and then he gets better and better and better. So, great adaptation there from them.
Definitely one of the most fascinating zoners. It's kind of akin to each pulling turnips, in which, like, the longer you let them do it, like, eventually the RNG is going to catch up and you're going to get good draws.
Exactly. It's really interesting to see, like, how heroes change that and how they utilize RNG in their favor. And in this case, it's Vivi taking space and giving up space accordingly, knowing that once he gets Accelerator, he's fast enough that it doesn't matter that he gave up space. He can just run past you.
Yeah, noticing with this match is something I always point out with the top players here at BrookLAN is how little our players sit in shield and how much they're just fighting for center stage. I mean, even if they're shadow boxing nothing, like they're both running the center, they both want it. Because if you're in center, you can't get S smash ledge if you're hero, Kazuya, and you can't get cheesed by an Accelerator Fair if you're.
And that is so good for Blues, particularly in this situation. Because Vivi, as they throw out those buttons, those. Not an interaction I was expecting to see, but as they throw out buttons, they're a sword. They're still fundamentally a sword. Kazuya still fundamentally has a grab. A few good grabs at that, so it makes sense. And then that shield, grab the buttons, throw them away. That interaction was so odd. They're trying to use the level 3 fireball to force a tech, not getting the tech base, instead actually getting stage spiked by the up B. Oh. This is going, again, this is going faster. You're seeing that this is an advantage again as they fight more and more.
Yeah, and an up throw with a psych upper. Ooh, gonna kill it.
Yeah, and I love that. That zoom was particularly to stall out the invincibility off of Angel platform. And I love that they chose that option now.
Yeah, Vivi has been doing this between almost every stock, just using the zoom for the invul and then using the charge of the fireball to stall in the air. Because Kazuya does have a slow jump squat, like you can react to a lot of the options that are coming off the ground.
It's frame 7 off jump squad, and his double jump is ill. But I like that jab lock into down smash. You know, maybe you get a crit, maybe you get some extra damage. That's the only, I think, smash attack of yours that hits the ground that fast. So, interesting to see that there. And this is getting so scary. A whack on there. And pretty small from Blues there. Saw Blues held on to ledge even though he didn't have invincibility. The reason you do that is because if you neutral get up, you get grabbed, you get thrown into the whack.
The immediate rage drive there catching something out of menu.
Yeah, and now with the lead, Blues can kind of force Vivi to play a little bit closer. Vivi does have the time on his side. They do have the ability to kind of not interact for a bit, but eventually they'll have to, and that is so big. The eventuality matters.
Spot dodge there.
Start not canceling into that up tilt, and only 32%, that's nothing, especially against Kazuya, who would have killed you at 0 anyways. It'll be interesting to see. Oh, I love that B
love
reverse.
the B reverse.
Look, that's something that Vivi, we've mentioned it a few times here. You've mentioned it in particular a few times. It's that jump away into fireball charge away and to come back in with the Accelerator. But that time, understanding that he's been doing that a bunch, Blues goes to hit it, and then the B reverse back in gets the hit. Great mix up there.
The one thing I love about watching Vivi play is just their move and their use of movement to set the pace of the map. Like, notice like these small mix-ups and timings, and what Vivi's doing to approach is just enough to open up neutral. And one neutral opening is really all you need when your advantage is that strong as you.
Yeah. Something that I really like there is you actually saw DP. I believe that was intentionally missed the tech on that nail. You missed the tech, Kazuya can't kill you. Unless they read that, and if they read that, they won't covering if you had hit the tech, so there's no reason for them to. Really good awareness and matchup knowledge there from them.
Yeah, I mean, all of our players here have had the experience of getting punched to death by Darkblues' Kazuya, so everyone here knows what are the tricks to TI, where do you move and where? How do you avoid something that might look funny, and it might look like the wrong option, but you just won't die from it?
How do you not get put in the minute Mishima montage?
Yeah, that's also, check that out on Twitter if you want to see Kazuya Mishima win a match.
At DarkBluesZX. But yeah, getting out. Rage Drive is out here, and you can see he is trying to get away from it. Going to get caught by that up air.
I don't know if that up air would have killed without Accelerator.
I think I would
Might
have. Because it didn't look particularly close to not killing. If we can get this replay to get to it. Because like if you look, if he goes, they go pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would have killed regardless. Interesting there. You saw Vivi kind of like shake their head afterwards. I think they had been going out so much they thought Blues was going to cover that. So when Blues jumped backwards, caught him off guard. Good read there from Blues.
Yeah, I mean Kazuya, even with the bad jump squad, like these aerials are sort of unfairly strong.
The big, the beefy, they hit like a truck. Yeah, going into game 4 now, we will have same stage. I imagine we'll still see Hero. I imagine we'll still see the same matchup. We'll have to see if Vivi can slow it down again.
Vivi really taking their time. I think the right move, pulling all momentum.
Yeah.
Maybe also trying not to get too mad at happening. Kazuya.
Yeah, like take a breath. You have, in the past, we've had rules that say you have a certain amount of time, but you always had at least 30 seconds to compose yourself, take that breath, breathe, and go into that next map. And yeah, right away, charging fireball, holding Accelerator, not approaching. Right away, you already can see that that's where this pace is going to be. And just ledge trap for as long as physically possible.
Oh, great read there by Darkblues.
And that was so scary there for a second, got hit by it, but now 86, that's gonna kill. The roll, the RNG giveth and the RNG taketh.
Yeah,
Don't lose the stock.
think about a lot of heroes. Oh, just using the armor down smash. A lot of hero zoning tools are all very horizontal, but the timings are different on so many of them. So if you're not also looking at the menu as the opponent, you can be caught by a random scissor, random kaboom.
And it makes it so hard because then you have to mix up where you're looking. You have to watch them for coming out to edge guard you, or they're going to set up a ledge trap. You have to watch the menu, and you also have to be aware of where your character is. And so just a lot that Hero forces you to be aware of at any given time. Trying to get that up smash, not going to get it there. Not a move you see heroes go for a lot. Doesn't have that good of a hitbox. Not generous in the slightest. Getting a grab out of that back.
There. Knowing that Darkblues has been overcommitting to catch Vivi's dash back, just literally running in and getting the grab.
Yeah, literally just ran in and grabbed out of one of the dash, like, forward moves. Was one of them. Not sure which one, but it was one of them. I don't play Tekken.
I think it was just the middle of the wave dash. I don't think a move was on his way out, actually.
It looked like it was one of the kicks,
Oh, okay.
but I could be wrong. It was something moving forward. It just hitting. And now this is scary.
Oh, great. Just staying in place, getting the spot dodge, messing up Darkblues.
Especially because Darkblues was at 150. That rage makes it so that Mishima gets what? That would have been down throw, electric when God Fizz, nail, electric when God Fizz. You might die.
Yeah, and then some sort of guessing guy read.
Ooh, getting the down smash. I believe that was supposed to be another crouch grab there. Not going to get it there, but
I am wondering in these situations, Vivi's always ending up on the platform. I wonder if they can actually dive away from the platform to land back on stage. I know Darkblues is looking for the platform.
very interesting. Normally you'll see people attempt to hit the mash on Black Oak Slash. Something that I think was really cool there from Vivi is that Vivi understands that the mash mix-up is so big that didn't even go, just rolled menu again, pulled Accelerator, and continued going on with the solid damage state.
I like that awareness there of Vivi to use Magic Burst, knowing that Darkblues is running out of a recovery route and they need to come from low.
You went low, oop, die. And that's super killing at 130 after hit. You're dying probably at 60 to, I think that was 50 mana?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna hit like a truck. And so, yeah, going into game 5 here, no changes. What happens? Can Blues adapt back, or is Vivi going to be able to hold them? Keep this slowed down?
Yeah, it's crazy seeing how much the pace of the game is. It is 5 games. I will also point out, 5 games, 5 treats to good music. These two great music tastes.
Oh, fantastic. New York City really particularly loves Small Battlefield and loves to change the music. Love the Tekken music. Some joke you see occasionally some Persona music, occasionally some Xenoblade music. There's one thing we have pretty good taste, and I think it's music. Oh, characters are a little bit suspect.
That's true. I love the little neutral interaction there, Vivi, with the one jab into jump and trying to get a bear for the shield drop. But Darkblues just sitting there in shield, not wanting to do anything with it.
And it's so interesting when Blues gets advantage rate, his advantage rate is playing at such a high pace. And even when Vivi's in neutral, when Vivi's in advantage state, it is still that slow, steady, I want to think, I want to move, and click slowly, look through my menu, choose the right option. Very interesting to see that happening, just because I know Vivi well enough to know that they can read their menu faster. They don't have to be playing at this pace. They're just choosing to as it's walking.
Yeah, it's really very akin to how these games are. Like with Darkblues playing like this Tekken sort of style of, let me put these footsies, let me see what you're gonna do, and then get the one punish. And Vivi just buffing themselves and then engaging for battle right after.
And that is something that Blues and Kazuya in this game are very, very good at. They have that same kind of ability to make you start choosing and guessing that Roy does. And that those very fast, strong characters, even though Kazuya's not super fast, he has that same capability.
I love that time mix up on the bear there. It's waiting, oh, an unfortunate stage spike.
That's
Vivi,
so hard to tackle.
Yeah, Vivi just waited a few split seconds more to throw out the bear to catch Darkblues during off stage, and then
I love that wait on the Angel platform. Realizing that Vivi had already rolled down to me, like, okay, we can wait. Great choice there. Yeah, now you're seeing that Vivi has been keeping the menu, kind of like looking at the menu for so long. Might have been able to lull a false sense of security, and now it's just throwing out these scissors super, super fast and saying, guess, choose.
Yeah, Sizz has been doing a lot in this matchup. Do a Sizz up and goes, am I gonna press a button? Am I gonna jump? What am I gonna do? And oftentimes it is hitting.
Yeah, that's gonna kill. Really good timing there on that up tilt and getting the heal Yeah, you saw it go straight. You saw them go straight to Zoom. Blues smartly waited it out on the platform, but Vivi, and understanding that, just faked the Zoom there. You're seeing these players getting so deep into the because they've played so many times.
Yeah, I like the change there too. Vivi had Psych up on the dial and just decided to punish Darkblues' movement instead, knowing that I can get another one later. Yeah, I don't need it right now.
And same with these Accelerados. Their luck has been so good. Accelerado ends, they get it on the next pull over and over and over again.
I mean, we are saying it's luck, but Vivi is opening the menu a lot.
Yeah, so while it is luck, Vivi is influencing that luck and making it so that they have the ability for that luck to work out.
Kazuya one hit away from Rage Drive, so now the game is even.
Whoa, that's so scary. Also, great stuff from Blues reacting to that situation, understanding that he was put into a tech situation. Yeah, gonna get caught by that up till Vivi's bread and butter all day today.
I love these interactions here. Watching the two of them just, if you watch your Vivi running with dash shield, dashing back, playing with the menu, running it all the way to the edge of that circle and then dashing away. Knowing when they can take space, when they can't take space, catching Darkblues' jump there and punishing you.
That's super unfortunate as that entire situation kind of started off of a drop electric win by the looks of it. You saw the kind of complete kick, the side kick, the roundhouse one, that does combo into electric or at least crouch jab. It combos into a few different. Blues didn't get that follow up there, maybe didn't think it was going to hit and didn't like preemptively start putting it in